So for us, the inspiration really came from, it was a beautiful home on the inside, but it was dated. It was still stuck in the 1980s when we took over it. And we really wanted to bring it into the 21st century and put our own touch on it and bring in modern colors and modern designs, but really make it feel like it was our home and not somebody else's who had redesigned it in the past. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I think just bringing it up to date. And Bobby and I, in our last home, it was relatively new, so we didn't get to put a lot of new touches on it. It was really exciting for us to be able to work with you guys really from start to finish on really putting our own touch on the home, which is fun. I think a few words that come to mind are collaborative. From the onset working with Dimitri on designs, I've really appreciated like the collaboration. I think communicative, right? Like being able to stay in touch with you, Ivan, was great throughout the process. Detail oriented as well, like the small things, working with Dimitri on to make sure everything was just perfect were things that come to my mind.
Yeah, and I think the third I would add is really knowledgeable. I mean, there was a lot of discussion around, do we do this now or do we wait? How do we phase the project over time? I think the big one for us was we opened up a wall in the kitchen to really change kind of how the house flowed. And that was something we added late to the project based on your recommendation of, we're gonna redo all the floors, now is the right time to do that. So I think for us, the knowledge of you've done so many projects like this before really added to understanding what was right to do for us to make the house the most useful it could be for the way we're gonna live in it.
I didn't imagine it could be better than the rendering, but living in this space, it's perfect. I love it.
And I think we've really hit the design elements distinctly between what we were going for the bathroom with a more luxurious, more calming, more serene feel versus the kitchen, which is much more of a lived-in space with a little bit more of a French inspiration. I think we really hit it really well on what the design was and what we were looking for from the onset of the project. There's always tough moments with construction, right? I think it's easy to underappreciate with a project of this scale, how long you're gonna have a dumpster in your driveway, how dirty it's gonna be, what it's like to have ramboard all over the house and show up one morning and there's nothing but a big empty box where your kitchen was when you left for work. But I think overall the project went incredibly smoothly. I mean, the guys were very attentive to the amount of dust and cleaning up after themselves before they left for the night, understanding what it was like to live with a dog and people who work from home and what that meant in terms of managing around us and really allowing us to live in the house through construction. I mean, they did a great job putting up plastic and covering furniture and moving things so that things weren't damaged during the process. So I think while there was definitely some stress and some frustration as naturally comes with a project this scale, I can't say thank you enough for the amount of attention and detail that went into making it a livable process for us.
Yeah, we've never embarked on a renovation project before, so this was a first-time experience for us. And it's not if something goes wrong, it's when something goes wrong, which is just the nature of construction. But I think Bobby hit all of the key points, and there was proactive communication. You know, we lived through this for about 3 months, right? Which living through construction was a unique experience, but it still felt like home, I think, due to the level of care and like attention to detail that really Kesselman and the crew provided.